transition team and his eventual administration. End quote. Read that run-on sentence again if you dare. You might want to keep those words somewhere as a keepsake memento, like that Dewey defeats Truman headline from the Chicago Tribune so many years ago. A monument to human absurdity. Your grandkids can read it and snicker. The Times and the Post, though, don't get the joke. They have no plans to return their prizes. They think they did a great job. The rest of us can keep laughing, but there's an ominous lesson here, too. Our leaders are not fit to lead. They have no idea what they're doing, and they won't admit it. They're hysterical children, cruel and stupid and vain. They care only about themselves. They learn nothing from their mistakes. And so, their self-regard undiminished, they march on to the next disaster, full of self-righteous confidence. The next battle, they tell us, is over obstruction of justice. It doesn't seem to occur to them that justice is precisely what we got yesterday. 19 federal prosecutors spent nearly 2 years investigating the Democratic Party's claim that Donald Trump stole the presidential election. Investigators in the case had a limitless budget and essentially no restrictions of any kind. They hired dozens of FBI agents, intelligence analysts, and forensic accountants to help them investigate. They issued nearly 3,000 subpoenas. They received hundreds of search warrants and hundreds more surveillance orders. They showed up at people's homes with automatic weapons pointed in their faces. They spied on American citizens. They read their texts, downloaded their emails. They interviewed at least 500 separate witnesses. Not since September 11th have federal investigators dug more deeply into a case. And in the end, they proved the charges false. Democrats have decided to ignore the findings. Instead, they say they want justice, by which, of course, they mean revenge, punishment, power. That's what they've always wanted. The rest of this, the Mueller investigation included, was staged purely for show. Shame on the rest of us for falling for it yet again. You'd like to believe the people who did this will be held accountable. They hurt our country. They poisoned our public sphere. They distorted our foreign policy. They completely terrified the population. They should be punished. It's not like we don't punish people here. We live in a society where people lose their jobs for believing in biology, a place where college students risk having their lives destroyed for telling the wrong joke. America is suddenly a very punitive place. But these people will escape what they deserve. You know they will because they so often have before. The very same people who pushed the Russia collusion conspiracy are the ones who told us Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction in 2003. A few years after that, they'd assured us that the housing market was absolutely solid, no problem. Go ahead and invest. Just the other day, they informed us that we'll have to stay in Syria and Afghanistan forever because of threats that only they understand. Tomorrow, they'll be telling you to take the bus to work because of global warming. They will never take the bus. They won't have to. They will never face the consequences of the disasters they created. Instead, they'll keep getting rich from failure, another TV contract, another committee chairmanship, another fat grant from a Soros-funded foundation. And as they prosper, they will continue to lecture you from Twitter about your imaginary moral failings. Shut up, racist, obey. That's what's likely to happen in the aftermath of this hoax. That's what's always happened. How long do they think this can continue?